Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels, and in the background there's Tiny Tiger. You get to see his little belly. And there is another cat just out of view, so you might be able to see two cats. But I know this is not a cat channel. I should probably start another channel called like Cat Lady in Heels or something. But we are not here to talk about cats. We are here to talk about shoes. And I'm going to talk about one of my absolute most favorite styles of shoes of all time. I talk about 1,000,001 times, and I guess I'm always trying to find new and creative ways to talk about them more. And I am talking about the Christian Louboutin Socate. This particular one is in the Psychic Red Loubi. Check that out. I know it's really, really pretty, right? But I am going to talk about how I break them in, because people talk about these being some of the most treacherous shoes that you could possibly wear, and there definitely is a lot of truth to that. People describe these as some of the world's most uncomfortable shoes. They just can't possibly wear them, and there is very little actual wearability for this particular kind of shoe. It is made with absolutely no practicality in mind. It is made for looks, and that is all. But I actually do get use out of my Socates. Now these I haven't worn terribly much, because I just, when I really, really like a shoe, I try to keep it as unworn as possible, if that makes sense. Sometimes I don't know why that is, because in my other Socates, they've definitely got so worn to where I'm going to need to take them to the cobbler and get that tip taken care of, because you can even see it just upright, which is not what we want. But these have been worn into bits. You can clearly see like a little bump where my feet have formed into them. But I'm not here to talk about, I guess, how these get worn down. I'm talking about how I break them in. And honestly, a lot of people, they come up with creative ways like putting them in the freezer or wearing socks and then blasting a hairdryer at them. I don't really have any sort of hacks like that. I don't mess or tamper with my shoes to that level of degree. Respect if you do. If it works out for you, that's great, but that's not what works for me in breaking in my shoes. Honestly, I really only break my shoes in by wearing them. When I first start out with a pair of Socates, or really any pair of Louboutins for that matter, but this is a Socate-centric video, so that's what they're going to be about. I tend to wear these when I first have them, when they're still new, on outings of maybe a half hour or less, and I know I'm not going to be doing a large amount of standing, just mostly sitting. Like, say my husband needs to run to 7-Eleven. Okay, let me go with you. Our 7-Eleven is only like a 5-minute drive away, so I am out the door and back home again in less than 20 minutes. That's a good way to initially break in your shoes, and you actually do want to get a little bit of use out of them, is just wearing them on very, very short excursions. Are you perhaps going to feel a little bit funny going to 7-Eleven in $800 shoes? Maybe, but it's what I found works best for me when I'm trying to break these in. And if you wear these to 7-Eleven enough, then you'll eventually feel more comfortable wearing them out to all sorts of places. I've worn these to Walmart, I've worn these to the movies, and we're talking the $5 cheapy theater. I've worn these to doctor's offices. I've worn these all over. I really am not discriminate unless, I don't know, I plan on doing something that's very walking centric. But I highly recommend that if you want to run a small errand, or if you know that you're going to be sitting, like if you're someone who goes to therapy, which I'm a proponent for, then just wear these, sit in them. You're only there for about an hour anyway, so why not? And you can wow your therapist with a really, really pretty pair of shoes. But that is my little secret. It's nothing eccentric or weird or a big hack, if you will. It's just the way that I found works best for me, and I strongly recommend to anyone else, not just for your so-cates, but for really any pair of designer shoes that is a good leather, is just wear them. Get use out of them. Try to enjoy them, or enjoy so-cates as much as you can, because I know for most it's not a very enjoyable experience. But I will go ahead and try these on for you, because I know you guys want to see the difference between a brand new and a worn-in pair, even though I already have a video of that up, but I might as well show you again, because I just want an excuse to try these on for you, really, because they're so pretty, and I haven't got a terrible amount of use out of them, which is sad. But please remember to subscribe to my Patreon. It is only $3 a month. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, because the support does help me out, as running this channel is not cheap. And if you would like to support me further, I will link my Poshmark closet down below. I run my own online clothing business, and I would appreciate support from there as well if you would so like. And my TikTok is also going to be down below. Supporting me there would also be really appreciated. But other than that, I hope you guys learned something. And if you haven't already, my main takeaway for you is wear your shoes. They will break in if you wear them enough. But other than that, let's go ahead and try these guys on for you. And just for the heck of it, I just want to show them off again, but I'll go ahead and throw these on for you. So, see you in the next pair of shoes. Bye!